Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, March 4th, 2024. Welcome to day 1140. The Supreme Court unanimously reversed the Colorado Supreme Court decision to remove Trump from the ballot for engaging in an insurrection on January 6th. The ruling ends efforts in Colorado, Illinois, Maine, and elsewhere to remove Trump from the ballot. In an unsigned ruling with no dissents, the court said that only Congress, not the states, can disqualify a presidential candidate under the Constitution's insurrection clause, suggesting that the result could lead to an unworkable patchwork where a candidate could be eligible in one state but not in another. The court wrote, "Nothing in the Constitution requires that we endure such chaos, arriving at any time or different times, up to and perhaps beyond the inauguration." 5 of the 6 conservative justices went further, saying that Congress must determine who was disqualified under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. The justices, however, did not weigh in on whether Trump engaged in an insurrection by attempting to overturn the 2020 election results or encouraging the violence on January 6th. Trump posted on his personal social media network after the decision, "Big win for America." Meanwhile, Trump's former chief financial officer pleaded guilty to perjury related to testimony he gave during Trump's civil fraud trial. Alan Weisselberg pleaded guilty to 2 counts of perjury and will be sentenced to 5 months in jail. This is his second guilty plea in a criminal case involving his work for Trump, after pleading guilty in a tax fraud case in 2022 and being sentenced to 5 months. Moving on, Kamala Harris called for an immediate 6-week ceasefire in Gaza, citing the humanitarian catastrophe from the war. Harris said, "Given the immense scale of suffering in Gaza, there must be an immediate ceasefire, at least for the next 6 weeks." Harris also said the Israeli government must do more to significantly increase the flow of aid. "No excuses. People in Gaza are starving. The conditions are inhumane, and our common humanity compels us to act." The U.S. began airdropping 38,000 meals and other forms of aid over the Gaza Strip after the Israeli military opened fire on a crowd, killing more than 100 Palestinians who were gathered around a convoy of trucks carrying desperately needed aid. And finally, the United Nations reported that on at least 3 occasions it had found reasonable grounds to believe that sexual violence occurred during the terror attacks by Hamas on Israel on October 7th. The team also said it had found clear and convincing evidence that hostages being held by Hamas in Gaza were subjected to rape and sexualized torture and sexualized cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.